Hello, and today we're going to be looking at the EA that we made for the buy and sell indicator. Now, the reason why I created this EA is because sometimes you have obligations. Sometimes you have dinner obligations. Sometimes you have to go to work. Sometimes, you got to go to sleep, right? You can't look at the chart 24 hours a day. So let's say you go to bed, you put the EA onto the chart. As soon as a new arrow forms, it will automatically open a trade for you. Now, you can get up and then close the trade or monitor it yourself manually after that, or you can have the EA trade for you 100% automatically. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. So let's go ahead and look at the EA and what's under the hood. So we'll go to the properties. So here you got your lot size, your stop loss, your take profit, your trailing stop, break even. And what break even is, let's say if your trade is ahead at all during the trade, right? You give it a number like, let's say 10 pips or 20 pips or 30 pips. And if your trade is ahead those X amount of pips, that trade will not hit the stop loss. That trade will either close at your minimum break even point. So let's say it's triggered at 20 or 30 pips, and your minimum you want to make on that trade is 14 pips. Then if it goes up 20, 30 pips, if it goes against you, it will not hit your stop loss. It will give you 14 pips, right? So that's a good little feature that we have there to preserve profit if your trade is profitable, to make sure it's not a losing trade, right? So here we also have close on reversal signal. We have risk percentage, and what that means is your account will grow and your lot size will grow together. So let's say you win a few trades, your balance grows X amount of percentage points, then your lot size will gradually grow with it. That way you're constantly using X amount of percentage of your total balance per trade. That's like you're not using that amount total, but that's the amount you're risking per trade. So basically, when your account grows, so will this lot size grow, and the account will grow as well. Here we have the EA indicators settings here. So let's say you're a manual trader and you want to put let's say you love these settings that you use with the indicator. Let's say we look on this chart and we see, wow, in the past 30 days that setting is won 100% of the time. I want those settings in my EA, right? So you just put those settings in there, and that's it. And these are alerts. So let's say you want to get an alert whenever you got a trade that just opened. You can get a push notification to your cell phone or email alert. It's completely up to you. Or you can have an alert sound on your MT4 platform. So if there's a new trade, it'll make like some sound and you'll know that you have a new trade that just opened. And that's it. And after you got all your settings in there, you just press OK and it'll automatically populate onto the chart. And you see that nice little smiley face, and that means that it's trading right now. It's active, and when a new signal does open, then a new trade will open. Now, let's say that you don't know what to put in here, right? You have no idea, and you're like, hey, we want your settings. I don't know what to do. I want your settings. We will give you a settings file, right, with all of our settings in it. So all you got to do is click on Load. You select our file that we give you. You press OK. And then you the only thing you really have to adjust on that is your lot size, right? So if you're like a super risky guy and you want to use a much higher lot size, you could do that. You can put whatever lot size you want to put in there. Or, if you're conservative, you want to start at the lowest lot size, you put, 0.01, which is typically the lowest lot size on any broker. And then you just press OK. And that's it. And you see here, it's working. It tells you your balance, what you made today, all that stuff. And as soon as you got that smiley face, you're ready to go, and you can go out and do your thing. Go to a movie, go have dinner, go to work, go to bed, whatever. And this, you'll have that peace of mind. This EA will be monitoring the market and trading each and every one of these signals.